Hi guys, there's absolutely no mistake about it. This guy is a boy. How I know is he was just cleaning a herring off of himself completely. I saw it. He had this entire penis in his mouth, and gosh, it must have been almost like 3 inches long, like just right in his mouth. And he was just kind of, I'm not going to get into the details of it, but basically, he was sitting really funny. He looked like a kangaroo the way he was sitting, and I couldn't figure out why he wasn't moving. And I thought maybe he was injured or something. So I went to go take a look, and it turns out that his penis was sticking up in the air towards his throat, kind of way. And then next thing you know, he bent down and he started cleaning it. So I have no doubt that something transpired in here. That's the first time. But there is one good news. I was always wondering why there was a little piece of something sticking out of his body. I was always concerned that there was a herring. Of course, he won't let me touch him, so I can't help him or check him without traumatizing him. But the good thing is I watched him clean the thing from, well, head to toe kind of thing. So I'm positive there's no hair stuck. So that's a good part. So I watched him clean himself, and I'm positive there's no herring. So that's good. So it means that if it's sticking out, it's meant to stick out. That's good to know too. I usually see about almost an inch of his penis sticking out, or at least the head of it. I could never figure out why. I was always concerned it was a herring, but it's all good. Hey Nella, it's all good. Hey Nella. Hi Nella. Say hi for the camera. No problem. I love it when you wipe that little nose of yours. So everything's all good. Just wanted to show you guys. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to scare you. I'm done. I just spent the last hour and 40 minutes cleaning the hamster cages. But everybody's all clean, I cleaned the bottles, washed all the dishes, and they are now on this diet. The Versalaga. They also do have extrusion. I decided to give them extrusion just in case they don't like the Versalaga right away, because they have been on extrusion since the day I bought them in May. So the first hamster that I ever got had extrusion pellets. I haven't returned the Oxbow yet. I was thinking about doing that tonight, maybe. It'll be a really late night. But what I plan to do is go home to do the laundry. If my parents are early, they'll drop me off early. As soon as I'm done the laundry, they'll drop me off. I'll drop off the laundry, hang it all up, and then, I hang it here. And then I will go out to probably Tysaw first. Drop out the food, and then go back down, because that way I guarantee I get there in time. On the way back, it's a little easier than getting there. Just cause, it's always easier to work towards your final, stop that you want to make, instead of starting closer to home, because then you're just taking way more buses. Especially if you miss them. Timing wise, it's always better for me to do the furthest stop first. So I probably go to Tysaw, return the 2 bags of food, which is a shame because I thought they were cheaper. But if I'm gonna be doing this for the next year or so, I'm paying double basically. For the food. The food isn't very expensive to ship, and the reason is because they're shipping them all in one box, right? And they're going by the box and the weight together. It's not just per item shipping. If I were to buy them one at a time, it probably would cost me more. I'm going to find out. I'm going to do one order of 2 bags, and then I will do one order of 4 bags, and I will see if the shipping is proportionate to the amount that I'm buying. Because if it's cheaper to buy more, I will probably just buy them in bags of 3 or 4. And that will last me about half a year. Supposedly. Mind you too, if they like this food too, I might give them this, because it's not extrusion diet, but there is none of the rabbit pellets in it, this ugly Timothy pellets in it, so, which they don't eat. I always think it's so stupid we're buying food that hamsters won't eat, and they put it into every kind of food you can imagine. Every kind of bag of food has those Timothy pellets, but hamsters don't want to eat them. That's really stupid. We're paying all this money for nothing. So I was really shocked. I was thinking about it, like I mentioned in my previous video. I was thinking about, wouldn't it be nice if these things didn't have those pellets? Then the hamster would eat everything. You know, you just don't feed them as much of the junk food, and they'll eat all this. And then what do you know? When I poured it out, there was no Timothy pellets in it, and I just like looking at it like, no way! I finally found something that didn't have Timothy in it. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping they'll eat it, all of it. They are capable of eating this whole dish because I only give it to them once a week, generally. I only usually fill it about once in the middle. I top it up a bit. But that means I end up throwing food out. So if I don't top it up in the middle of the week, I actually don't throw out much food. But I just don't like the bowls to look empty. And this is a very big bowl. That's another reason. But I didn't want them to fight. Because I house a lot of my hamsters in pairs, I don't want them to fight, like sitting in the dish, who gets to get in there. So I give them a big enough dish that they can both sit on each end and still have room in between, so that there's very little squabbles. One of the reasons why they probably get along so well, no idea what happened with Nibbles and Sniffles. They just didn't get along. I wasn't prepared to move Patches to Nibbles' cage and Sniffles to Snowball's because I wasn't sure if that would create any problems. And since they're already really bonded, they're really nice together, I didn't want to do that. So yeah. And my Robos are getting along great. They're the only ones that seem to like truly get along. I have one over there somewhere. I saw him running around. But anyway, yeah. So it's my time now. I'm going to go and put aside the laundry and... Oh, Mama and Baby are having a squabble. Let's go take a look. Mind you, these guys were meant for each other. They actually purposely look for each other to have fights. But anyway, I'm going to go put aside all the stuff I want to go send back to Tysol. And then I'm going to go watch TV. Well, first I'm going to eat something because I'm still hungry. Alright, guys.